Welcome to Great Talking Entertainment. I'm your host, KJ, and this is the YouTube channel where I review movies and TV shows from all your favorite superheroes, including Marvel Comics, DC Comics, and much more. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment official channel. Now let's go, baby. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, everyone. My name is KJ, and today is my spoiler review for episode 4 for the new series, limited series by Netflix called His and Hers. Now, again, if you have not seen this, please pause this, hit the thumbs up button, aka the like button, before you go, because that would help my YouTube channel out. Come back and let me know what you think about episode 4 of Netflix's new limited series, His and Hers, in the comments below. I would love to know how you feel about the show, where you think it's going to happen, and how do you think this show is going to end. Let me know in the comments below. So again, this is a spoiler review. Y'all been warned. Now, let's get into it. This episode continues on from the death of Helen Wang. Detective Jack and news reporter Anna both have a reason of the choices they made. Number one, Anna called Richard Jones, the camera guy, first, then called 911. And of course, Detective Jack is obviously suspicious of that because obviously he's trying to keep the secret that he knows about this whole situation. And at the same time, he's also trying to convince that Detective Piera is wrong and that her thoughts should be focusing on Clyde Duffy, and he might be the victim, but it seems more and more now that Jack could be the one. But as we learn that there's something going on. And what I think is, as of now, I think Detective Piera, she's the only one that honestly has no connections, because they already confirmed that she's not from here. She's kind of like transferred or whatever, or assigned over here. But everybody else has a connection to Rachel Hopkins, and I even believe now that Lexi Jones, the wife of Richard Jones, has a huge connection, because we've seen that episode too, that she's coming to that little small town to, you know, she's obviously starting to stop Anna and take her shine away. So she gets an exclusive interview with Clyde, and he's the cameraman, and he puts up a huge award of a lot of money. And look, you know, that to me, it's like $50,000, right? And this is just showing that I think that she knows that Anna and her husband's probably having an affair, or she has a suspicion feeling towards it. But I also feel now that Lexi is also very close to Rachel. I think that Rachel and her were probably friends. I think her and Rachel both did not like Anna for whatever reason, and they both wanted to always be more successful than Anna. And I think what I'm starting to notice is Rachel and Lexi have similar personalities, similar interests, and I think that they both or have a legitimate reason why they got beef with Anna over some childhood history. And you know, I believe this show is purposely setting this up for us to have a little bit of interpretation, because if you notice in this episode too, when we get to the scene where they have the town hall meeting and it's a live coverage, Anna is very, you know, news reporter like, and very like, you know, being what we may see somebody like a content creator would act like, or a TV personality type character, right? And she's very dramatic with it, the way she's walked, the way she says it, the way she speaks it, the way she's making it sound dramatic, which it is a dramatic thing. It's a serious situation. There's a killer on the loose, She puts it on there while Detective Jack Harper, he's being a cop, but he's also covering up the secret that he knows, the thing that he knows that even the police department don't even know about yet. And obviously the people. And Anna's over there. She's getting that whole the audience there, the crowd that's there, which are mostly local townmen's people. And they start fighting because Jack's sister is getting ready to fight one of another guy who they know, and they know history about Rachel, right? And to me, I feel like the show is letting us, the audience, the viewers, to maybe interpret the idea that maybe that Anna has somewhat gone too far. Like, I get it. And I get this. Being bullied in any kind of school, high school, grade school, it's tough. That's a tough thing, right? And I'm not dismissing that. But I think in this show with these characters, I think this show allows us to maybe think, to maybe believe, or look at it in a way, is that maybe Anna is the problem. Anna is becoming what she believes Rachel is, what Lexi Jones is to her. The way Anna views them, it's like here's a baseball term. Sometimes you're the underdog, but once you get out of the underdog level in baseball, you become a dynasty, then you become like the New York Yankees, right? And that's just the thing, like, she's becoming the New York Yankees in this field, right? And she's willing to be number one. She's willing to be on top of the mountain, and she's willing to do whatever it takes, right? Why is she sleeping with Richard, at Lexi's husband, right? Why is she trying to get back at Jack, right? And yes, when we get deeper in this episode, again, because here we'll go to this scene. There's a scene where after Detective Jack helps Anna's mother out because she went outside or whatever, and they have a conversation, and Anna finally responded back to Jack's text message, and they finally meet up, and they have this huge conversation that really gives the background of how they were together in the past as parents. And Anna finally explains to him like what she needed. She needed like space. She needed to trust her gut feeling. And then we see Jack starting to have an understanding of what's going on, because a lot of times situations like that, it just leads up to those things. Like, we just don't understand each other's partners in times, because this is a serious thing that happened to an infant. A baby has passed away and didn't get a chance to grow up. We're seeing two people who originally planned, just like most people in this world, to have a happy life, to be parents, to be husbands, to be wives, to raise, to get old together and watch their children, or just one kid grow up and go to college, live their life, right? And now they're living a different life that they weren't really planning. And even though Anna wants to be really successful as a news reporter, and then Detective Jack just wants to be really good at his job. He wants to make his life right now as successful and as positive and good as he can. And realistically, they're both miserable because they both weren't actually planning to live the life they're living right now, because their life they want to live has passed away, right? And it's a strain, and it has carried on in these two's life. And to see with Rachel is just them going back in the past, going back, having history, and it's open up old wounds, but they're trying to use this for whatever reason. And then all of a sudden, when you think they're finally on the same page because they start making out and they're getting ready to do the nasty, if you notice that Anna, I thought Anna was just grabbing his boot, Jack Harper's booty, because they were getting ready to make love to each other, like. But then I was like, wait a second. I had to run it back. And I was like, did she take something from him? Like, maybe he had something in his back pocket? Like, what was he what did she steal from him? And I couldn't remember. Obviously, there's the wallet. There's Rachel's cell phone. But I don't remember if Anna knows that Detective Jack Harper has Rachel's cell phone, or maybe he had that USB file in his pocket and she knew about it. But whatever it was, she took something. And then they're making love in the back seat, and you see her with this look, and it's like she knows something. She's figuring it out, or she took something, right? And what did she take from him is what I'm thinking. But she did this as a plan. And so Anna has fooled and used Detective Jack Harper as he's in this moment, making love to his wife or ex-wife. He thinks things are going to get back together and that maybe they can start a new chapter together. And at the end of this episode, she's just staring out and she's figured something out. Like she has a plan. She's trying to achieve something, which it's pretty much to make her career skyrocket. And again, we're at this point now where, again, she's at this point in her life that all she cares about, because maybe she's the type of character that feels like this is the only thing she has left is her career job. And she's going to be so successful at it. And she's willing to take out Lexi Jones, who's just similar to Rachel Hopkins as far as personalities and attitude. And so, again, Rachel is becoming what she hates. Or not Rachel, but Anna is becoming what she hates, which is Rachel and Lexi. She's going to become the bully, the mean girl, but in her adult life. And that's what I feel like. So she took something from Jack. Like, Jack had some evidence in his pocket, and she's going to use that to put out on newspapers and be like, breaking news, whatever moment. And Detective Jack is going to be upset, is going to be heartbroken, even though at the same time before all this, Detective Jack Harper also messed up all the evidence. So now they can't use this evidence on the Rachel Hopkins because it probably will lead back to him. And so the one person we got to depend on is Detective Pira. And she's the only, I think she'll figure it out. I think she'll be the hero of this. But the question is, who is the true killer? Is it Anna or is it Detective Jack Harper? Because there's a chance that maybe after Detective Jack and Rachel got done doing the nasty, he left and she was just chilling in the car, and Anna went in that car and committed the crime and took her life away, Rachel Hopkins' life away, because stabbing somebody that many times, 40 times, that's a little personal. And it could be that. Or, it'd be really crazy. I thought about it too, if it was Anna's mom. Because to use the I have dementia, which is it's true, she does, but use it to get away with a crime, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. And I can see that happening. I can see that too. But this was I like this episode because we're watching like almost to the end, but it's really building up to the final episodes, which was down to 4. So we got 2 more episodes, and I think this was a good build up to lead to the last 2 episodes of this. So this is really like to hype it up, and I really liked the idea. I really like that Lexi Jones is going to step in. We're going to see more of her, and she's determined. Like, I really like seeing that character. And boy, Richard Jones, boy, he's a lucky guy. Like, he just gets all the he gets all the pretty women, I guess. But shout out to all the cameramen and camera women too. But this was a good episode just because, again, it really hyped up for these last 2 episodes that are coming up. And also, too, I like how we're seeing the character growth in these, especially between the 2 main characters, because I think that's important. When they're showing other sides of this, and sometimes it's always the same side, like they're showing their true colors, right? Their true intentions. And this episode really executed that, and showing us that these characters have a past, they have history, they're very connected to each other. They're showing that, again, a typical small town drama, typical small town problems, in the way that sometimes when you're from a small town and you try to get away from that small town, somehow eventually you go back to that small town, and it feels like you're stuck. It feels like a vacuum that has just sucked you up. And they really got that vibe going on in this. Now, one of my favorite parts was when Detective Jack's sister Zoe and this guy, they were arguing. Like, it felt so small town, and they talked like it. And if you notice that, too, Zoe and Anna had a conversation in that scene, and Zoe called her out, and Zoe was like calling her out, like, Anna, like, you've gone too far. That's some BS what you're saying on there. You don't even know. You disappeared for X amount of years. Like, you haven't even contact. I haven't seen Rachel in years. So what do you even know about her, type thing? And it's like, okay, so again, Anna has really, something has happened. Anna has hold a long grudge for all these women, and that's another thing I like about. They keep the mysterious so good, and it makes it more mysterious the way this show presents these scenes like that. And I just think that's really cool, and it makes it more interesting. It makes it more exciting to see the next episode. It's the mysterious mystique to all these characters that make it so addicting to watch, and a really good story so far. And I'm enjoying everything about this show. And if I had to give this a 1 out of 10, I'm definitely going to give it a 7. Like, really good. A really solid 7. Really good. Just I love everything about this episode. I love the way it built it up. I love the mysterious to it. I love that you can't really trust any of these characters, and none of these characters are actually innocent. So really awesome. So that is my spoiler review. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment official channel. Subscribe, hit that notification button so you can always be updated with all my latest content. Thank you guys, and peace.